Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm here all day. Watch 36. 36 to 26.
Throwing. Prescott. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myjai Sanders. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Murray off play action, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damian Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Watch 36, 36 to Mike. I'm coming out. Hey, kill. Mike 36, Mike 36. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Mike 36, Mike 36. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 21-3 is your score after 1. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, come on.
Murray now to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Play fake. Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Room to run at the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game. Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cowboys.
On 2nd and 2, Murray being chased out left. That's reeled in by Claypool. What a catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, it's Murray. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Mitch Wisniewski sets the kickoff.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing now is Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Harris. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. And still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But
now Brown, oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cardinals.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. On the move to his left. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break it. He's
To throw, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Watch his flat. Hey, Larry. Hey. Buzz. Check 24. Kill.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
43 is the mic.
Big Ace. Coach.
Hey, turn it up.
Here's Murray.
Kill.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Zaven Collins
able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 1st down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Harris. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get